Hey guys, I'm Dayton with Ballistic Mischief, and today I'm going to be teaching y'all how locks work and how to pick them. Let's get into it. Alright y'all, so this is a clear lock that shows you how a mechanism on a lock works. So basically right here, you have all of your pins that go into the cylinder. Basically how it works is when you put the key in, all the little notches and grooves on it, push the pins into a certain position, which allows the cylinder to turn. When the cylinder turns, the bar right here goes in and allows the metal arch to lift up, therefore unlocking your lock. Whenever you pick a lock, basically all you're doing is you take little tiny metal sticks and you poke them in there, and you're trying to set the pins into the exact same spot that the key would have them in. So basically, you're just wiggling it around and trying to randomly find the exact same formation and level that the pins were pressed in. You can get a lot more advanced with this using different tools other than just hand picks. You can also use electric picks, where basically you go through and it vibrates and moves in there to where you don't have to do it all yourself. But those are expensive and they're also hard to find unless you are a locksmith. So today I'm going to be using my hand set of hand picks. Let's get started. Okay guys, I'm going to be using a ball pick, which is basically a pick that has two balls on the end. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to enter it right in here, and then you can see how the pins are kind of moving up and down. So basically when you're doing this, you're just trying to find the sweet spot, and you're just trying to go through over all the pins. That's how they move. But you're not going to get anywhere unless you have a little bar called a tension wrench. So this tension wrench basically is a piece of metal that you insert on the side of the lock. So with your tension wrench, you're going to apply tension right here, while at the same time that you're picking the lock. So it will look something like this when you're picking it. Oh, and I just picked it, okay? So basically, you're just going through. You got your tension wrench in. You're applying tension. And then you're just going back and forth, wiggling around until you open it. Yes, I do tend to find that the clear locks are a little bit easier to pick than real locks, and that's probably because they're made so cheap and they're made for mostly educational purposes. But that's fine. Once you learn how to pick these kind of locks, you'll be able to move on to harder locks, combination locks, and different locks used for different purposes. Alright, now that I showed you how locks work, I'm going to show you the different types of lock picks. So basically, the two biggest kinds of lock picks that you'll run into are snakes and rakes. So rakes are smooth on one side, now the other side have little tiny grooves and indents, almost like a key. Snakes just wind and have little points on both sides. There's a big variety of different kinds of snakes and rakes. You can have little rakes, you can have longer snakes. I mean, there's just a big variety of picks that you can have. You also have, like I showed you before, the ball picks, and then you've got the single pen picks, which basically is just going through one by one and picking each one of the pins and pushing them in one at a time. You also have a variety of tension wrenches. They're all basically the same thing and they all serve the same purpose, but there is a variety to styles and thicknesses of the tension wrenches. Okay, now that I went over how to use your picks, what kind of picks there are, and how locks work, I have a few different locks that I'm going to go through and pick and show you guys just using the same method that I taught y'all on here. As you guys can see, I picked a number of different locks, from Master Locks to True Bolt to Ruger. So, I mean, there's not a brand that's better than the other. They're all fairly the same unless they are specifically made to be pick proof. But even if they're pick proof, then they still might be breakable. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more cool videos like this, please like and subscribe. Turn on notifications if you want to get alerted whenever I post new videos. Catch y'all later.